guys, welcome back. So today I thought I would take a moment to talk about meal planning. Meal planning has been something we implemented in our lives early on when my husband and I started living together, and continue to do so now. Even though our meal planning ways have evolved a bit and continue to evolve, we've always done some sort of meal planning. It can be as easy as just writing down a few lists on a piece of paper, to writing down a week's worth of meals, a couple weeks worth of meals, a month's worth of meals. It just really depends on what works for you and your family. So today I'm going to talk about how I've sort of changed my meal planning from the previous years and to this year, and the method. So this year I'm going to be using a Plum Paper notebook with the meal planning add-on for my meal planner. And Plum Paper, they are a great company. I definitely stand behind them. That is who I chose to go with for my 2016 planner. I got this notebook with the add-on. You can either get this add-on added into your planner or a notebook. I chose a notebook and I'll explain why, but I'm just going to go ahead and turn the camera around and show you sort of a walkthrough and how I'm going to use my meal planner for 2016. Okay guys, so like I said, I added my meal planning section onto a notebook. So I have tons and tons of blank note pages that will come in handy, and I'll explain how I'm going to use that. And then in the back there is a divider for the meal planning section. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I've divided up the note pages and my meal planning section and how I'm using it. Okay, so I just went ahead and bought some tabs from Walmart. I believe they were the Post-it brand, and then I just labeled them with my label maker. So the first section is lists. So I have quite a few note pages dedicated to just my list. So I'm going to be using those to write down my grocery shopping list each week, and then I have a section for events. So whenever I have a party to plan, birthday party, holiday, anything like that, I can use these pages for all of the event planning and just list out what type of meals and food I'll need for that. Okay, so after all of the note pages is the meal planning section. This is the actual meal planning add-on. If you get it added onto your planner, it will come into the back of your planner with this tab, and if you get it added onto a notebook, it also will be in the back of the notebook with this divider page. So the divider page just has a little tab that says meals on it, which is nice because then you can just find it quickly. And I've sort of divided this section up as well. So when you first open it, there is a kitchen conversions page, which is nice. I think this will come in handy when looking at recipes. And then you have a section of meal plans. So you have a list page and then your meal planning page, and you have one for every single month. So I just have a tab that sort of sections those off. And then you go ahead to the next tab, which is meals to try. So we have meal ideas for breakfast, snacks, lunch, 2 dinner columns, and then a dessert column. So I'm going to be writing down meals that I want to try. If I'm looking through a cookbook or see a recipe I want to try, I can jot it down here. And I think I'm going to be using those little page flags that I use on my planners, just so that way I can remove it and once I've tried it. If I like the recipe, I'll save the recipe. If not, then I won't. But that way I won't run out of space throughout the year. The next tab is favorite meals. So it has a favorite meals list. I'm going to be filling this out with all of our favorite meals. So that way I can use this as sort of a staple if I get stuck on meal planning. And then it has takeout favorites in the back page. So you have your restaurant, the phone number for the restaurant, and then the favorite dish from the restaurant. So I think this will just be handy if we're out on, on the go and want to call somebody for takeout or that sort of thing. And then you have a few blank note pages, which I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use these for yet. And then a special dates section, which I think this will come in handy because I can write down if there are certain events going on and that I need to plan for. I can jot those down here and then plan ahead. And then I did get a few pages of stickers added on, and then of course just like a little pocket. So I think I'm going to be using this pocket for recipes that I cut out of books or whatnot that I want to try, and that sort of thing. Okay, so for the monthly meal planning pages, This is really what sold me on this add-on. I really liked how it was set up, and I think this will be the key to my success in meal planning for 2016. This year I really want to try meal planning by month rather than by week. Prior to this year, I've always planned out my meals week by week, and I honestly felt like I was getting into a bit of a rut because I was planning out the same meals over and over again. It was a little overwhelming to me to think about looking up new recipes and going through my crockpot cookbooks every single week. So I think just carving out a chunk of time once a month and looking at my recipe books and online for new ideas for recipes and that sort of thing will really help me utilize that and not just stick with the same meals over and over again. So basically the way that this is set up, it has your days listed down here. So you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday listed down here. And then the first column is for week 1, second column is for week 2, third column's for week 3, and fourth column's for week 4. Now what I've done, instead of just doing week 1 of January, week 2, I actually put the date up in the corner. It just helps me get a visual for which days I'm working on, and I think that way will just work best for me. So basically what I'm doing is I am just looking at my calendar in my planner and writing down meals according to what we have going on and our schedule and all of that. So this is actually February's meal plan. I already have February all figured out for meal planning. I looked up some new recipes, and I'm really excited to try meal planning monthly. I also think it will be helpful because you have this list page over here. Now on the top it says groceries/ingredients. This is not long enough for my grocery list. I think that I'm going to still be grocery shopping weekly, but I'm really going to take advantage of sales. So for instance, I know steak is on sale this week, so I can go ahead and look at all of the meals that I have planned and figure out how much steak I'll need for the month and stock up on that when it's on sale. I'm using these lists a little bit differently than for ingredients. Instead, I'm going to be using this first box for breakfast, lunch, and snack ideas. So again, just looking up new ideas for our family to try for breakfast, lunch, and snack. I also have a list here for my husband's snacks. He brings some snacks to work, so I think it will just be helpful to have a list that I can work off of for the month. I have a meat list, so that way I can list how much meat I need for the entire month, and I broke it down by chicken, steak, hamburger, so on and so forth. So that way when those items go on sale, I can stock up and know exactly how much I'll need. And then I have a column for sales, so I can jot down certain sale items that I want to take advantage of and make sure that I don't miss out on for the store. So overall, I think these pages will really help us save money and just plan ahead. So that is our meal planner for 2016. I think that this is going to be a great tool for us. And I have all of my lists, my meal plans, all of my new snack and breakfast and lunch ideas all in one place. So I will be bringing this to the store weekly and stocking up on the ingredients that we need. And I think that this is going to be a really helpful tool for me this year. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.